What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Let's get right to it. Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing communities. And shout out to all of my subs that's been showing me love. My day ones, of course, and as well as all of my new subs. I appreciate y'all being in here. For those of y'all new ones that are joining me, like I said, man, I got a little construction going on right now. Still in the process of building this thing up over here, straight to the point. But nevertheless, man, don't nothing stop here, all right? And the grind don't stop. Please hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and as well as all of my videos. Brown Sugar, I see you in the building. Sweetie, how you doing? Let's go ahead and get right to this. All right, man, last night, and for those of y'all that think that I'm going to talk about the debate, I'm not going to talk about that just yet. I actually need to go back and watch it again. Okay. I had a lot of things going on. We were keeping an eye out yesterday on a couple of the guys that were supposed to be getting drafted. One of the guys that I had followed since he was a youngin, AJ Johnson, he got drafted, and a friend of the family had actually got drafted too. His name is Tristan Newton. Shout out to Tristan Newton out of El Paso, Texas. He's I think the second one in the city ever to go to the NBA. So shout out to Tristan Newton. Shout out to UConn too. He should have been picked earlier. What's up with it, Cypress? I see you in here, man. All right, look, man. Listen, man. First and foremost, man, on this subject, man, I want to give a shout out to the brother and the homie, Brandon Love Sports. If you're not subbed to Brandon Love Sports, definitely go sub to his channel. He's gonna give it to you 100. He's a Lakers fan, and he's really been on this entire subject right now. Even before they, really had figured 100% that they were going to go ahead and draft Bronny. Listen, man, I don't blame Bronny for none of this, okay? I want people to understand, I have no problem with Bronny going to the league. Even if it was right now, even if he did get drafted right now by, say, some other team, I wouldn't have no problem with Bronny getting drafted. Here's what I have a problem with, though. Yeah, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying? Of course, him and Rich Paul, you know what I'm saying? They knew Jack. I mean, that, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much they were doing probably a ransom type of situation. They were probably doing some, they were they pretty much have hijacked the Lakers, so to speak. They've done everything that they can to put a stranglehold on that Lakers organization, and I blame these following people for allowing it. First and foremost, I blame Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka. They are the head of the Snakes, which they need to be out of there. And the person who I really blame out of all of this that for even allowing this is Adam Silver. Now, I know some people are going to think I'm crazy for saying that, but David Stern wouldn't have never let this happen. Again, it's nothing against Bronny. Everybody knows this. Brown Sugar, Chad, everybody, Cypress, everybody knows that I want Bronny to make it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I want Bronny to make it is I want him to create his own damn legacy. But he's not going to be able to do that. And on top of that, everybody is going to they're going to look at his NBA career as, in that nepotism light. You know, and for those of y'all that don't know what nepotism is, it's gaining an unfair advantage to get unfair power in any type of situation, whether it's job, sports, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment, you name it. It's gaining an unfair advantage, and that's what's going on. And to me, I don't think that Bronny truly wants it. I believe that, to be honest with you, I believe that Bryce wants to play more than Bronny. You know, you said he a Laker, act like a Clipper fan, hijacked the league. Even Jordan couldn't do that shit. Adam Silver catered to the players too much. Yeah, exactly. Cypress know what I'm talking about. You see, like David Stern, he didn't play, man. It was like, hey, look, you know, he even got on Allen Iverson. It was like, look, we're gonna, you know, you're gonna wear suits and ties to the game. If you don't wear suits and ties, well, guess what? Guess what? You're gonna get fined. You know, it's that sort of thing. But David Stern did understand. He understood the business, and also more importantly, he understood the game too. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. David Stern actually understood the game. Adam Silver don't really understand the game. Adam Silver is, he's all about what's trendy, what's popular, that sort of thing. That's what Adam Silver is about. But to get back on Bronny James, look, now you got a bullseye on your back. You got a target on your back. Okay. If I was Bronny James, what I would have done, and part of this is becoming a man and evolving into your own person, I'd have been like, I'm not going to the league yet, just to appease your happiness. I'm not going to the league yet because you know good and goddamn well. Everybody know good and goddamn well that Bronny is not ready. He's not ready. I'm not saying Bronny is trash and none of that other stuff because I don't like if we're going to talk about an unfair advantage in terms of nepotism, well, we got to look at an unfair advantage that was given to him. He was dealt a bad hand. You know what I'm saying? He did not have an off season. He did not have a training camp. He was thrown 8 games into a college, not an NBA, a college basketball season. There's the difference. By 8 games, these guys are already warmed up. Because you got to think about it. They're going through preseason tournaments. They're going through ranking tournaments. They're going through, exhibitions. They're going to different tournament in-season tournaments. So their bodies are already warm. They're nearly almost a quarter of the college season. So you talk about him going through an 8-game season, all the way already in 8 games. Then on top of that, this guy is coming off of a heart attack. This ain't no slip and fall like Ezel. This ain't no, my neck, my back, none of that other stuff. Nah, this is your heart. Where you got arteries, where you got leaky valves. If that's not pumping, well, guess what? No more Bronny. No more human being. And then this is another thing too. Let's go ahead and put it in perspective and let's dig in deep. Right? I know some of y'all don't want to hear this. I know some of y'all like, all this other stuff. But look, I'm gonna say it. Hank Gathers, man, when he passed away, he had multiple episodes that had taken place, and then all of a sudden, guess what? He ended up dying on the floor. This is real, man. You want to clear this guy, man? This guy is out there busting his ass. I'm not going to sit up here and act like Bronny is not working hard. This young man, okay, because he's not a kid. I wish everybody would stop calling him a kid. This young man is busting his ass only to appease his father. If that ain't the most selfish thing in the world, and then guess what? He loses his life, then guess what? They want to make all this, the first father-son duo and all this other stuff. Man, that don't mean nothing to me because the King Griffey Jr. and the King Griffey Sr. situation was different. King Griffey Jr. actually had talent. One of the some people arguably call him the GOAT of the center field position. What's up with it, Travis? I see you in here, man. What's up with it, Chad? Yeah, gets a handout. What's up with it, Chad? I didn't see you in here, man. He was ready at 19. Sure, some people. Hey, King Griffey was ready at high school. I used to be man. Matter of fact, man, King Griffey was so cold, man. At one point, there were a lot of people rocking his shoes before on there. You feel me? But anyway, I'm gonna get off the subject. What I'm saying is, if Bronny is up in here pushing it to the limit, to the threshold of only what his body can sustain and handle, and he's already been through this situation before, chances are it can happen again. And that's what I'm looking at it as. That's why I say, listen, he should have stayed in there. But now he's here, okay? He's in the league now. Adam Silver allowed this. Adam Silver is the worst commissioner that I've seen, man. He's allowing all of this. It's like LeBron and Rich Paul are holding him hostage, blackmailing this dude, saying that if you don't do this, do that. Yeah, he a billionaire and everything like that. So yeah, he's got power, stuff like that. Yeah, 15 better. Yeah, he did, man. But a lot of Lakers fans, there are a lot of Lakers fans that are, that are calling it quits. They're like, I'm not a Lakers fan and all this other stuff. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see how this thing plays out. But I'm like this. You have put a dark cloud on this organization. They looking at this organization as a joke right now. Okay, and not that I see Bronny James as a joke. Do I see JJ Redick as a joke? Yeah, the coach, because he ain't got no damn coaching experience, and I don't want to hear nothing about this old Steve Kerr and Doc Rivers and none of that, none of these other examples of guys that had never coached before. Doc Rivers was actually learning. He was the actual point guard, and he actually was getting advice from our various coaches and sitting down with them on the bench and stuff like that, how to learn. Just sort of like what Monty Williams was doing. And then before he became an assistant and everything like that. Sort of like what Byron Scott was doing. And then he had to learn on, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Doc Rivers didn't have no... JJ Redick ain't never sat by no coaches and never... All of a sudden, you sitting up there and you're drawing up X's and O's on a damn podcast. You know what I'm saying? Then, pretty much, that wasn't no podcast. That was a job interview. That's what it was. It was a job interview. And everybody knew what was going to happen. Everybody knew that Bronny was going to get drafted. But I told people, don't be surprised if he didn't get drafted. Now, the bullseye is on his back. What do we do from this situation, right? If I'm Bronny James, I'm just saying, if I'm Bronny, but like I said, I'm built different from everybody else. If I'm Bronny, I'd be like, man, get that fucking camera out of my face. Where's the court at? I'm getting right to work. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. And then the minute they put your ass in that motherfucking game, you have to show people, okay, that you belong there. Because you got billions to get in the position that you are. You think they're not going to try to take your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Shit, they gonna make life miserable for you. They gonna say everything about you, even with your damn dad on the floor. They don't give a fuck, man. It's like being in the hood. What's up, old man? You want some of this too? They debo your ass. Man, get your motherfucking ass up out of the lane. Bumping your ass, everything, man. You don't belong here. Yeah. I know some people don't like to hear this, man. I know some people are like, oh man, what's wrong with you? You hating and stuff like that. No, it ain't hate. That's just what's gonna happen. That's just what some people happen. They feel like it's unfair privilege. You know, I know some people don't want to hear this. I know some people, you know, they want to hop on the train and all this other stuff, but I'm not with it. Like I said, I don't blame Bronny for any of this. And you'd be silly to blame him for this. You know what I'm saying? There's actually some people that have an extreme amount of hate for Bronny because of his dad. Me, I'm not gonna do it. And I went at people on this channel, that say I've defended Bronny. You know, some of y'all know how I feel. Some of y'all feel like Bronny has no business even trying out for the league. I beg to differ. I'm like, well, let's see what he can do. I don't think he should, but let's see what he can do. You know, there were a lot of people that were telling, you know, guys like Kobe Bryant, guys like Jermaine O'Neal, guys like Deshaun Stevenson, guys like Moses Malone. I'm talking about the guys that made the jump from high school to the NBA. They were telling them, you know, hey, you couldn't make it. There were guys like, you know, Kevin Garnett. They were telling them they couldn't do anything. What's up with it, Chad? I mean, Steven, I see you in the building, man. You said, salute, y'all pressure is on expectation dad. His dad is selfish. Well, we already knew that. We already knew that. But yeah, the pressure, you know, the pressure is on Bronny. But he can make the best out of this situation. Or he can make the worst out of the situation. However you choose. Well, I like McCain and I like Saddam. Saddam, I can't really pronounce his name. I really didn't. Like I said, man, we still need to make some other moves. But like I said, we really don't have that much. We don't have that much to play with. We hardly have any. We only have 50 million in cap. So we don't have that much to play with. I'm talking about in terms outside of the draft, outside of making other moves. But don't worry, I'm gonna talk about the Sixers right now. I'm focusing on Bronny. I know y'all don't want to talk about him. I know it irks your nerves, but that's what I do. I talk about the shit that you don't want to talk about. Yeah, he on your squad. Yeah. Your organization. Yeah. The one that gave you out a bubble ring. Yeah, the one that you got a former Playboy playmate running that shit. The one that you got an agent that don't know what the fuck he doing. Yeah. Well, I ain't talking about no Sixers. We talking about the Minneapolis Lakers. That's what we talking about. An organization that I once appreciated. I didn't have to like them. I appreciated them, though. I appreciated what they stood for. They ain't standing for shit right now. Yeah. I gotta remind you. I gotta let you know that this is the reality. Some people don't even think that this is real. I'm like, look, man, if that nigga's son could get drafted, shit, I'm gonna train my son. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go to the Lakers facility. I got family in LA. I go right to I go to Poly. I go to UCLA, man. I go holler at everybody. I go holler at Baron Davis. You know what I'm saying? I go holler at Rico. You know what I'm saying? I go right to the Lakers facility. I'll be like, yeah, my son ready. Matter of fact, I got a couple of cousins out here, man, that'll bust Bronny's ass. What's up? Yeah, let him go one-on-one. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. Bronny has to make sure the roster first. He is second round pick. He not a guarantee. Yeah, he got to make the team first. Yeah, he do. But what I'm saying is that, he got drafted. So, and just like some people didn't think he was gonna get drafted, he got drafted. So just like some people don't think that he gonna make the squad, he gonna have to make the squad. Most likely he gonna be developmental. He in here now. His eligibility is gone. You know what I'm saying? He can't go back to college. So he here now. So what he gonna do? Probably go to G League or whatever. He gonna have to get better. But I'm telling y'all, man, that Frankenstein that's being built right now in Bryce, y'all better get ready, man. Y'all better get ready. Bryce is the better one. Now, if you if next year after he does his year at Ohio State or whatever after that year, because he got a couple more seasons, when he come out in that draft, then we cooking with grease. If Bryce can put up like 16 points and have a solid season, solid freshman year, oh yeah, he'll be ready. Because by that time, he's going to be like 6'9". Watch that monster in Bryce. No disrespect to Bronny, but he ain't his brother at all. Bryce is that guy, man. The way he attacked that motherfucking rim. You said, could I cook Bronny? Well, I'm a little taller than him. I'm 41, but when I was 24, I could get up, and I was extremely fast and an elite. Not no. Oh yeah, you'll play a little bit of deep. No, I was an elite defender. Pass the lane, on ball, off ball, all that shit. Pick and roll. You better not ever. I don't give a fuck if you 6'8", 6'9". You better not ever try to do no fucking elementary school pick and roll on me. Nigga, that is night. And then if I got somebody that's trailing me at 6'7", nigga, I'ma lob that motherfucker up and he gonna catch that motherfucker. I didn't need, man, if nigga, on a breakaway, I love them type of situations. Like, that's why, that's what appeals me to Bronny. On the breakaway, he got good breakaway game. Like, you gotta think about it. Who are the breakaway artists in the league right now? First one that comes to mind, the breakaway. When you think of all-time breakaway people, you think about Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You think about the Kobe. You think about guys that, once you might as well forget it. Well, you think about Anthony Edwards. Got that good breakaway game. Nigga, don't throw it. Nigga, you throw it on the weak side. Nigga, that nigga coming, he gonna get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, LeBron, there were a lot of times when, he wasn't like the best defender or whatever, but there would be times where if you threw it on his side, that was it. D Wade. You know what I'm saying? Ron Harper. Guys like that. But I didn't play the point guard all my life, though. That's what messed me up. You'll be surprised, man. They had me at post at like 6. I was like, at that time I was like 6 foot, and then I grew a little bit, and then they had me at the post or whatever. But then, as you get older and your game evolves, and you start seeing guys that are taller and stuff like that, you like, man, you ain't gonna be no center or no post man, nigga. You gonna be a guard, or you gonna play either the 1, 2, sometimes the other undersized 3. The real, I see you in here. Shout out to Arkansas. Hey, y'all know the real Nino Brown? BJ, I think that's his name. BJ something. The real Nino Brown that played on New Jack City, that nigga from Arkansas. He just moved to Detroit though. I bet y'all didn't know that, huh? His whole family, the Cash Money brothers, they from Arkansas. Y'all didn't know that though. Cook Sports, I see you in here. You said Polo, we the same height. No, you're not. I ain't 6'1". No, not Wesley Snipes. Well, not Wesley Snipes. I'm talking about the guy on New Jack City. It was based on a true story. His name is BJ something. I always forget his name, man. Oh, Chambers. That's his name. BJ Chambers. He from Arkansas. That's what I was telling the real T. But his whole family from there, whatever, man. But they ended up migrating to Detroit. But it was based on that. I know they said Harlem and New York and New Jack City and stuff. But when they talked about the Carter, it was based on that. It was based on that drug lord. You said Bryce James and Carmelo's son gonna take the lead. Well, don't forget about Gilbert Arenas. Nah, Gilbert Arenas' son. To me, Gilbert Arenas' son is the best finisher right now at the basket, hands down. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas too. Gilbert Arenas' son is nice. That nigga is nice. You know what I'm saying? He did fairly good against Cooper Flagg. Even though Cooper Flagg was an upperclassman, he held his own against him. You gotta think he was only a sophomore, junior at that time. Alex, what's up with it? I see you in here, man. The Warriors made a move too. We got to give Bronny a chance. Listen, man. Y'all know that. Hey, Cooks. I don't know if you've been on here. I'm probably the one guy on here that's been defending Bronny. Everybody else, he trash and he this and he that. I'm gonna let y'all know this one time and one time only, okay? And if you think Bronny is trash, then you don't know basketball. Now, is he NBA ready? No, he is not. Does he have potential? Yes, he does. Should he have been placed in this situation? No, hell no. But he's here now. So what he has to do is he done jumped in the piranha. He done jumped in there with the sharks. Now he got to swim. And like I said, go back and go listen to my videos on Bronny. I always said, and while everybody was sitting up in here saying he wasn't ready and all this other stuff, I was like, look, give him some time. Give him some time. Give him a couple years. Let him get a training camp up under his belt. Let him get an off season. Let him get his body together, stuff like that. Let him get better. Then we'll see what now. I'm not saying he gonna be no superstar, nothing like that, but just to survive in the league, just to play. You know what I'm saying? Be a decent role player. Yeah, Bronny can play. You said, nah, no, he ain't. Nah, he ain't. Hell no, he ain't. Cooper Flagg, and he about to go to my school. He about to go to Duke. I don't even think, man. I was so unimpressed, man. He played horrible. He played horrible in the McDonald's All-American. There were so many other dudes that were just blowing right past him. So many athletic dudes in that class. I'm telling y'all better look out for them young boys. Y'all better look out for him. Cooper Flagg, man, yeah, he all right, but he ain't gonna be. I don't see Cooper Flagg being. Matter of fact, I'll put it to you like this: I think Bryce James gonna be better than Cooper Flagg. Gonna be way better. That's way, man. That's another dude, man. He kind of a big dude or whatever, man. He was killing Cooper Flag in the McDonald's All American, absolutely destroying him. Sort of like Angel Wilson destroyed Angel Reese yesterday. No shade to Angel Reese, man. She did what she could, you know what I'm saying. But Angel Wilson just dominated her. Yeah, he's not. He Cooper Flag probably gonna be like a Tyler Zeller or something like that, or Cody Zeller, or Plumlee, one of the Plumlee brothers, or some bullshit like that. He ain't gonna be no guy that you could build around and no shit like that. He just not, man. And that's not hating on him. Damn, what is motherfucker, man? You said Angel's still my baby mama? Yeah, but she was getting cooked yesterday. I mean, she had 18 and 11. Aja Wilson had 31, and she so far she's adding to the record, being having nine triple doubles, or nine double doubles. You said, yeah, he gonna be like a, oh, nah, he ain't that bad. Nah, he ain't that bad, man. Now Tyler Hansborough, man, Cooper Flag got a little bit of, he got a little bit of drip to his game, man. Now I ain't gonna go that far. Tyler Hansborough, he didn't have no drip at all. He would just, he would just like go straight head first to the basket and stuff like that. at least Cooper Flag got some sort of spin and got a little bit of a first step and can handle the rock a little bit. Tyler Hansbrough didn't have none of that, man. He was playing football on the court. We finally got a 7-footer, and he also shoots a three. Yeah, man. I mean, that's definitely what you needed. That's what they were trying to do with Boogie Cousins a while back. He's a good guy to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, a mobile big for Golden State, man. Nah, he wasn't a scrub, man, but he didn't have a game that was as appealing as Cooper Flag. But yeah, man. Like I said, man. Uh, what's it called? Um, Bronny James. Now it's either put up or shut up. Now, do I see him? I mean, he could survive in the league if he really work hard, though. If he work hard and just have that mentality, you know what I'm saying? It just basketball 24/7, 365, something like that. He could actually survive. But in all likelihood, man, I really don't see this going. I don't really see this going that good, man. And I try, like, for young guys like that haven't like really fully developed, and because his mind ain't really even fully developed yet. You know what I'm saying? Your mind really don't fully develop, man, until you about 25, 26 years old, damn near 27. His mind ain't really, he's still green, man. He don't know what's going on. He don't, and everybody gonna try to come with this argument. Well, his father was an NBA player, and he probably showed him the ropes and all this. Man, he ain't show him nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he's showing him is bad habits, man. LeBron is. He's showing him bad habits. You know what I'm saying? He's showing him uh You ain't gotta work hard to get to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like uh, you're privileged to get what you want and all this other stuff. Man, that's not what you do. That's what Kobe was trying to do with Gigi, but Gigi actually was emerging before she, unfortunately, God rest her soul. Yeah, I know y'all don't want to hear this. I know some people don't want to hear this, man, but it has to be said. And some people don't even like the fact that I don't have a problem with Bronny, which I think is stupid. There's nothing really. Only thing that Bronny needs is time, man. He needs time. Does he have his gifts that he has is athleticism and speed. Okay. Everything else he can work on to get better. You know what I'm saying? He's in the league now. There's nothing that you could do about it. I can't go in there and bum rush the Lakers and sit up there and say, "Hey, why did you draft this dude? What's wrong with you?" I can't do any of that. You said he needs 3 years. Yeah, if he's playing at this level right here, because you got to think about it, he getting ready to play the summer league. That's not the real. That's not the real competition. But they do play hard in the summer league. But they play real hard in the summer league. He does not. Yeah, he's got good mechanics, man. Like I said, everybody act like Bronny's like if if he was trash, I wouldn't have never Ted and Brown Sugar. I wouldn't have never in my life would have said, okay, hey, let's try to get this dude a chance. But like I have to put it in perspective again, right? He damn near dies, man. Damn near dies. Damn near lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't breathing. Right? Had to resuscitate him on the court. Okay? He got to rehab. He got to get back to just adjusting just a normal life. You know what I'm saying? Period. Then you get back to being normal. What's coming flying at you? Oh, are you gonna go to the league? Are you gonna play with your dad? Are you gonna go to USC? Are you gonna do that? All this stuff right here. After this guy hadn't even fully recovered yet, man. This dude is just trying to sit up here and live normal life and be a somewhat of a college kid again. But you got all this added pressure on you. You don't get a full off season. You don't get a full training camp. You don't get to play in the preseason. All of a sudden, man, you playing 8, 9 games in. Dog, I'm not gonna unfairly criticize this dude, but that's what people do. That's the internet. The internet is undefeated. You're gonna have people on here that don't understand and put things in perspective and say, "Oh yeah, he's trash" and all this other stuff. Bronny's not trash, dog. He's not trash. There's nothing trash about him. Matter of fact, I appreciate his attitude. The only thing I didn't like is the fact that he wanted to sit up there and be a chooser. Beggars, can't be choosers. Like I said, I didn't like the fact that he sat up there and he said, "Oh yeah, well, I want to only either L.A. or Phoenix or something like that." Nah, you better take what's given to you. Right, and you got to appreciate that. If you like to play defense, you like to hustle, you like to be a glue guy, you like to, you know, be a role player. That's gonna play in your favor because coaches love that. Coaches like a guy that hustle, that don't need the ball, that's willing to get a ball up, and main players like guys like that too, like franchise players and stuff like that, because they know anytime they get the ball or something like that, they gonna give it up. They ain't gonna try to sit up there. It's not to say that they're not an alpha, but They want to do what's best for the team, man. I know some people don't like what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Listen, I don't care if you don't. If me liking Bronny makes you not want to listen to me no more, I really don't care. Cause Bronny's been placed in an unfair situation. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, but man, I don't put none of this on Bronny, man. And all this height, him being 6'1" and all that other stuff, man. Listen, bro, height don't mean shit, man. Height don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. I mean, does it help? Does it help? Yeah, it helps. It helps a lot, but height doesn't really, that's not only thing that's gonna do, like, if you're under 6'5" or something like that, it just means that you're just gonna have to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? That I never really looked at it. Oh yeah, well he's 6'1", like when they were saying that stuff, like at the combine, when as opposed to him being 6'4", and then when they actually measured his height, and then they were talking about, oh yeah, he's 6'1" or something like that. That that really didn't change my perception of him. You said Bronny is good off the ball. Yeah, man. Listen, man. This guy, he can move. If you give him that, but I wanted him to play just a full college season. Listen, y'all got to realize the number one pick from France, Zakir, Zashir, whatever his name is, man. Can't never pronounce his name, man. Zachary or something. But the guy from France, he only averaged like 9 points a game. He didn't average that much, to my understanding. I could be wrong. A lot of these guys that got picked up, they didn't average that much in college. Like Reed Shepard, he only averaged like 12 points. But we all know that Tristan Newton from UConn should have been picked up a lot sooner than what he did. But what did they say about Reed Shepard? Why was he a good fit in Houston? Because he was able to space the floor, and he's a dynamic shooter. He got picked up before Dalvin Connect, that plays for your squad, Chad. I know you think he's the best player in the draft. In my opinion, the best player in the draft, though, in my opinion, was Zach Edey and Terrence Shannon Jr. Shout out to Terrence Shannon, the Shannon family, and shout out to Ticket. Great interview yesterday, or a day before yesterday. Yeah, Boogie Ellis. I mean, DJ Burns didn't get drafted. Um, Cam, I don't think Cam from Marquette. Uh, I don't think he was gonna go, but if he did. And AJ Johnson almost see like AJ Johnson, and I'm not talking about AJ Johnson from Friday got rest his soul, and I'm not talking about AJ Johnson from the mother from Baby Boy and House Party and all that. I'm talking about AJ Johnson, little dude. I'm glad he got drafted, man. This guy is 6'4", 6'5", man. Silky smooth, man. Handles. Um, he got great good feel for the game, man. He remind me a lot of like he's like a Penny Hardaway type. Like I'm not saying he can do the things that Penny does, but I'm saying the way you know how Penny was so smooth. Baycott. He didn't get drafted. He went to the Jazz as a free agent, unfortunately. And I thought that was kind of crazy. You know, Baycott would have been one of the ones that yeah, he ended up going to the Jazz, man. But yeah, man. There ain't nothing that we could do about it now. He's in there. Everybody can cry river, and you said Baycott a steal. Yeah, well, um, I know everybody been raving. I would have liked to have Baycott. You know what I'm saying in Philly. I would have loved to have him. You know what I'm saying, but it didn't happen that way, man. And I don't know what direction Daryl Morey is trying to go with everything. I mean, if anything, we do got to get. I know this is probably gonna irk some people nerves, but we do have to get younger. Like some of the guys that we got on there are young, but some of the guys that are on there are older. You know what I'm saying? And we've got to get younger. We drafted two guys. I'm glad we got McCain. McCain is another guy that's able to stretch the floor pretty good. Um, but we do need some of those kick out guys and dynamic shooters. Like I wouldn't have minded having like a guy like Reed Shepard, but see, having a guy like Terrence Shannon Jr. who got good breakaway game, because you're gonna have to if you gotta think about it. If listen, look how Boston plays, right? You got to get away from Boston. If if Boston if Boston is able to recover with at least two guys that'll catch up with you, like a Derek White, like a Drew Holiday, even a Jalen Brown, you might as well forget it. Yeah, them guys done caught up with you, and especially on a 3-on-1. But I need a guy like a Terrence Shannon Jr. You might as well forget it. You wanted him on the Lakers, man. He would have been dynamic with the. See, I don't know, Chad, man. And look, I certainly don't want this to be a circus season for the Lakers. Because that's all that's going to be on the headline. It's going to be headline, 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 headlines. LeBron and JJ Redick. What's the stakes for JJ Redick? How will JJ Redick turn the franchise around? All that stuff, man. He probably would. I know he would. If the attention ain't on him, then guess what? You know Honestly, I really didn't even think that he wanted to win. Listen, this might sound crazy. I don't even think he wanted to win against the Nuggets. I think he wanted things his way. I think he was so jealous of AD dominating or whatever, and then he like, oh man, I got to get mine. And then next thing you know, AD go cold. You know what I'm saying? And the second half of games and stuff like that, not getting the ball and stuff. When your postman, when your bigs are hot, you keep feeding them, man. If another role player is hot, like Ted, let's say for instance, man, I'm the franchise player and you a role player or whatever. All right, not it's no shade, or even I'm the role player and Ted, you the franchise player. All right, because I know some people they take that part. Man, why you straight man? Why you put me as a role player? So let's say I'm the role player, Ted. You the main guy, right? And Sugar's the coach. Well, Sugar's gonna be like, let's say I'm the role player, and I just start getting hot from three. You know what I'm saying? Just extremely hot, like how J.R. Smith did one time when he was playing with the Nuggets. Well, Brown Sugar gonna be like, Ted, what the hell are you doing? Keep feeding him the ball. Instead of Ted, sitting there trying to shoot the ball and collapse on with three defenders collapsing on him, where you got a wide open straight right there, who's hot from the three, knowing damn well he don't really shoot the ball that much, but the fact that he's on three, I'm gonna keep feeding that guy. And if I'm Sugar as the coach, I'm gonna be, she probably gonna be like, time out. I'm pulling you out, Ted. That's what could have been done because I need to get somebody that's gonna distribute him the ball. Yeah, Melo would be hitting, man. Melo would be killing. You said Lakers had a good drive. Uh, I mean, if you really say so. I mean, if you coming on here, switch to think um, that I don't like Bronny, sorry, sir. So if that's what your intentions are, to sit here and think that I'm gonna sit here and hate on Bronny, no. But did they have a good drive? No, they could have been better. It could have been better. Could have been a lot better. Bronny has a lot that he has to work on. But if you're thinking that I'm gonna get on here and say, Bronny's trash and all this other stuff, no, not at all, not at all. As a matter of fact, I would have preferred Bronny going to there was a couple of picks before the Lakers, and one of them happened to be Detroit. I would have put it. Hey, you should have. He should have went to like Detroit or somewhere, knowing how they got to rebuild, knowing that Detroit is at the bottom of the barrel right now. Let him go to Detroit. You said you wanted Melo back with the Lakers. I did, man. Listen, I wanted Melo. Listen, I just wanted Melo back in the league. Period, man. But it was so unfair to him and unfortunate what happened. But karma did play in the factor. We all know what he did. Um, you know, Melo took a hit with a lot of stuff that he did, man. Um, with Lala and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now Lala, you see her, she getting piped down in every scene. It's like, man, people don't even want to watch BMF no more. They just want to see Lala get naked. Or they want to see Lala, or they wanted to see Lala and Power get naked. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to see any of the other stuff. They probably fast forward just to see Lala get naked now. You know what I'm saying? She done changed up now. But um, yeah, you said Melo was supposed to be in the Laker. Yeah, yeah, the real. And the thing about it is, um, Melo actually was supposed to be was about to go to Miami. Did you know that? He could have went to Miami, but he said no. He chose to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? That's the route that he chose. He wanted to be the main player. He wasn't big on super teams and none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't big on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then the league started to blackball him. I blame George Karl, a lot of that on George Karl, because George Karl called him a ball stopper. You know, it wasn't that he was a ball stopper. At that time, you got to realize isolation was a big thing. Tracy McGrady, if we're gonna call Melo a ball stopper, then you got to call Tracy McGrady a ball stopper. You got to call Kobe a ball stopper. You got to call Michael Jordan a ball stopper. Hell, you could call Shaquille O'Neal a ball stopper. You know what I'm saying? You could call what's his name, Hakeem Olajuwon a ball stopper. The reason is because isolation was a big thing back then. Like everybody clearing out, get that motherfucker on the island by himself. Everybody was doing that. Jordan would do that. You remember how Jordan used to do? Put the ball behind his head, play with him a little bit. Pause. Play with the defender a little bit, and then make his move. Tracy McGrady in the triple threat on the island by himself, doing all the pivots and stuff like that, trying to make his defender pop like popcorn. Gilbert Arenas. What did Gilbert Arenas say? You saw him when he was playing pickup with them guys. He was like pop, pop, pop like popcorn. That's what he was trying to do. That dude, DFW in the building. What's up with it, bro? I see you in here, man. Shout out to DFW, man. Underrated. See you, man. But yeah, that's what he would do, But Melo was doing the same thing. It was like everybody clear out. If you remember the old NBA, everybody would clear out, do that 4-1-1 island by himself. Luka did the same thing when it came to Rudy Gobert. You see everybody, he was on the island by himself. Kyrie, he does the same thing. So why are they calling Melo a ball stopper? And that's what people wanted to see. The league was more about isolation a lot of times during those times, unless you play like the Spurs or guys that play, like the Detroit Pistons and stuff like that play team ball and stuff. So yeah, it was unfair what happened to Melo. But yeah, man, ain't nothing we could do right now, but watch and watch this guy's progression, see how he is, see what he makes of this. For you Lakers fans, the only thing that you could do is just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure glad it's not my organization. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I will stand on this. Bronny, I don't blame him for any of this, man. I blame Adam Silver. I blame Jeannie Buss. I blame Rob Pelinka. And, of course, I blame LeBron for all of this. You know what I'm saying? And, who knows what Savannah is saying? I'm wondering if she's in on it, too. I'm starting to wonder that, too. And I rarely was going to even talk about Savannah. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually respected Savannah for some of the stuff she done, but I'm wondering if she's in on it too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So you said Savannah is sneaky. Yeah, she probably is, and I'm gonna leave it at that. She probably is. I mean, the majority of women are sneaky, man. They they know how to get away with it better than a man do. You know. But some guys like that. Some guys like the fact that of a woman being extremely sneaky. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talks about that sort of thing, but they do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, more than men, they like the fact of something that you getting away with something that you're not supposed to get away with. Yeah, exactly. Listen, man, Cypress know what I'm talking about, man. Like, like, you seen how high? Oh, we're virgins. We've never done this before. Yeah, right. This is my first time. Yeah, right. Shut the hell up. That's why I trip out. They be like, oh, yeah, well, she a virgin. That girl ain't no virgin. You know what I'm saying? Well, she a virgin with a mouth. You know that. But anyway, man, I'm going to leave that alone. You know that. But yeah, man, they like they always sit up there like I know this one lady, man. I know this one lady. I was sitting next to her because I was working at this little job or whatnot, and we was like in this training, and we was like in a classroom and stuff. And there was this other guy that was in there, and she was like always like talking about him to me and saying how she couldn't stand him and da 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 and all this other stuff and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, what you telling me for? Why don't you tell him that? And stuff like that. And I guess the dude tried to talk to her, something like that, but she kind of blew him off in front of everybody and stuff like that. Man, next thing you know, because I was cool with her homegirl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she came to me one day, and all of a sudden she was like, "Yeah, me and such, we kicking it right now." But she was all saying that she didn't want to be with the dude. She saw that the dude had a girlfriend. She didn't want to take no risk and all this other stuff. But all of a sudden, she telling me that she's sleeping with the guy. But you could have swore that she wasn't gonna mess with him at all because she was calling him everything but a child of God. Lemon Pepper Lou, what's up, man? Y'all go sub up to the homie Lemon Pepper Lou. Hope you doing good, man. Prayers is with you, Lemon Pepper, man. Hope you doing good, man. Keep fighting, bro. Um, but Lemon Pepper know what I'm talking about. We talk about this type of stuff. Me, Lemon Pepper, uh, T Price, the homie Cypress, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't want to have these type of conversations, and definitely Brown Sugar, because she don't hold no bias, just because she a woman. We definitely gonna have this conversation though. You know what I'm saying? Women do that type of stuff. Oh, I don't like him. Look at him. Look at his pants. Look at his shoes. I bet you she'd be the first one hopping on that nigga dick, man. Creaming and squirting all over that nigga. But you would never know it because the way she talked to that nigga, or she'll spread a rumor about that nigga talking about, oh, he can't do this and he can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? All the other females, they going to be more intrigued. They're going to be curious to really find out if what she's saying is telling the truth because women are competitive like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the truth. They be like, that nigga ain't nothing. That nigga ain't this. That nigga ain't that and all this other stuff. All these other women are taking it in. They soaking it in. They be like, uh-huh. But in the back of their mind, they like, she full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess when you don't know it and when her back is turned, they hollering at him. And he knocking them all down. And now she running in the tirade, and then she gonna do some old some scandalous stuff or some revengeful type stuff, trying to get her get back. Cause she was like, "Oh, he only supposed to be for me," but the rumor that you spread for him actually it spread like wildfire, but it, it made him better. It benefited him. Everybody's here, you in heat. Baby, I think you in heat. Oh man. But anyway, man, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Shout out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball boxing community. Um, if you'd like to donate to the channel, my cash app is straight to the point 77. I want to give a shout out to all of my subs, my day ones, as well as my new subs too. I appreciate y'all support of the channel. And make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe. Also hit them notifications too as well. All right. Until then, it's straight to the point, y'all. I'm out.